Well, hello everybody. Welcome. Welcome back to the Sunday afternoon stream. It is I, your host, Amin Gecko, joined as always by my co-host, Lady Catlin. I am not hearing you through Discord. Get it on your mic.
There we go.
Hey.
Hi. Welcome. And it sounds like I have a little bit more energy than you do.
Well, you've been drinking energy juice, so it makes sense. Believe it or not.
No, really?
Mm-hmm. It's almost like I had a really physically intensive project that I very long time is definitely going exactly how I was hoping.
Nah.
It's very perceptive.
Very what?
Perceptive. Tell when I'm completely talking absolute utter nonsense.
Okay,
You're not
Satisfactory, are
fooled.
you actually going to launch or not? Because I did play once and it didn't do anything. Come on. You have to process shaders, really? Fine. I'll be on eventually.
Oh boy.
Satisfactory decides it's going to launch.
I've noticed they made some Steam updates. I don't know if they're necessarily better.
I don't know either.
Yes, it's probably the best thing to do at this point would be start figuring out the ingredients needed for some of these recipes and get a factory setup working. I know they take aluminum. More than that,
Well, I guess we'll have to find out.
right now I'm making stun re.
Well, don't point it at me.
But it's so much fun.
Because you'll just get appointed right back at you, buddy. Shoot me, you're gonna get shot right back.
Life is cruel that way.
Yep. Also, when you have a wife.
Alright. Okay. I am now picking up. Finish up my car, I guess now. Figuring out what makes some of these crazy things that I'm looking to build.
Sounds good. Looks like I'm about to have a proper lunch. Fingers crossed.
To run over to the hub. Collect a milestone for us. There's a lot of stuff under phase 4 that thinking of it hates me.
I know. Oh, we have a lunch.
Nice.
Oh, don't give me that.
Uh-oh.
Literally, as I got launched, it was like, Satisfactory not responding. Force quit or
Oh, no.
wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give it a minute before I give into that. I won't wait too long, but I'm at least gonna give it a minute because I've had other things do that. I've even had mod packs tell me that lately. While it's actually still launching.
That's something I've found weird about my system the last couple of weeks. It started to slow down. Not sure why. Considering we just go straight for and
Oh, we have a go on Satisfactory.
nice. I'm thinking we go for the Mark V conveyor belts.
Uh-huh.
That way we can just build giant belt stacks of these super high tier belts. Pull off and feed onto.
Yeah. Okay.
We need alclad aluminum sheets. Aluminum and copper. Oh, hi, you've joined.
Well, I haven't hit loading screen for joining, but yes.
Need 200 encased industrial booms, which I can buy. Need 300 reinforced iron plates. Can get some of those.
Saving the world. Okay. Advancing science. Okay. Following reports. Okay. Revoking holidays. Okay. Washing brain. Okay. Entering the future. Okay. Altering genetics. Questioning existence. You're going to be ... Okay. Deactivating subject sensation and cognition. Ditching non-organic matter. Removing aggressive alien matter. Removing dad jokes. Guesstimating previous physical state. Optimizing indoctrination. Checking promotional list placement. Reconsidering employment. Destroying quantum-based viruses. Blaming Simon.
Blaming Simon for what?
It just says blaming Simon. Don't know. Oh, it said before that. It said destroying quantum-based viruses. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh.
I think it's just random, or it's probably a reference to something we're not getting.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in, but loading. Okay. Okay, I'm more or less in. So one of the things I want to do is potentially add a couple more hyper tubes up there.
Yeah, I can't say that a couple extra hyper tubes wouldn't go amiss. Maybe at least some catwalk.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay. Are those
Adding,
aluminum sheets on there?
yeah, they're aluminum. They're alclad aluminum sheets, which are
Okay.
aluminum and copper ink.
Okay.
The 300 reinforced iron.
Where were you going for the reinforced sheets?
Over to the truck station.
Okay, not at the chest that was right there.
Oh, right, there is a chest over there that
You're
has
going
those
a
in it.
little far for reinforced plates when they're right there. I mean, sword drip.
Yeah, that's why we have it over there, huh?
Yeah. Just thought there, you know.
All right, well, I'm looking at the domestic copper production, and I don't know if I should pull from this in order to make aluminum processing. I should. However, I did see. Okay, there's a pure copper seam above our copper mine that is pure.
Cool.
This one. Okay, so we have two pure copper seams basically right next to. One of them still has the manufacturing fully saturated. I'll just up this one to the suggestions of miner on. I just need to. I guess I just need to decide how I want to.
Honestly, one of the things I need to do is there's still products that aren't being fed up here that I need to get fed up here. Eh. Like iron rods, apparently. Basic item is not being fed up here.
Oh, a little bit of a problem.
Uh-huh.
Had a had an impasse in my decision.
Uh-huh.
Do I bring the copper out to the aluminum site, or do I bring the aluminum into the new copper site?
I don't know because I haven't seen either.
I think I'm gonna bring the aluminum this way. Pretty sure I have that mostly set up. Our aluminum casings station. see. Did
Wait a minute. The sticker belt is already.
gonna drive the tractor back out to the aluminum site.
Oh, whoops. I scared myself there.
What happened?
Ran off the end of a ramp that barely didn't have a top on it, or just had a little bit of a top on it.
Oh.
I'm fine. I caught myself before below. So I did get iron going over here. I just didn't change the sign on the crate because I didn't make it over here. So I just need to figure out which crate it's going to. Assuming it's still going, it's actually going all the way up here. Find out. I know which side it's on. Oh, I know. Okay, I need to go below. Find out how come it's not actually going over here.
You got a jetpack, right? We made you a jetpack last.
Question. Do you use it? Hold on, let me see. Do I have it on? I do? Have it on. Oh, I'm not using it because I don't have any fuel.
Oh.
I made it, but never actually picked up fuel for it. Didn't make it over there.
Okay. Oh, man. I get out here to the aluminum site, and everything is backed up because of the aluminum fluid stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't have enough refineries making oh. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring in silica from a different source. Silica. That's... Yeah, raw quartz. I like the silica's straight silica. Regardless, I need to start bringing stuff. Apparently not producing enough on its own. Able to run it. Found me a power slug.
Hmm.
Where's the nearest vein of raw quartz? Quite a long way off it would appear.
Jesus. Oh, what the? Okay, yeah, turns out the belt was backwards up to the top. For some strange reason. I have no idea why.
Well, I'm off to start figuring out how I'm going to transport silica from like another 1,000 meters away. Because it's not able to make enough silica to be able to use up all of the aluminum juice stuff. As a result, it's experiencing some weird bug out. Music is bugging out badly.
Okay, whatever belt issue was, the iron rods are fixed. I don't know what was going on there, but I had to redo a couple of the belts. One belt was backwards for some reason. Can't figure that one out. But and then I had to redo the lifts that were connected to it. Okay. That is fixed.
Oh, I know I'm getting closer to quartz vein I'm in for. Definitely getting closer, and I am actually bringing power this time. Good to know. Uh-oh, that's a hatcher.
Multiple fix-it personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late. Harvest.
There's like a wild hog of some... Oh!
Oh.
It's a hog of some kind with, like, rockets attached to it or something. It just killed me.
I have no idea.
Um,
Not sure. Be something new.
well, I need getting up.
I don't see. I don't know. Where are you? Oh, I see. Right there.
Can't ping.
It's fine. I can see you on the big map.
Okay. Be careful, that rocket hog thing is still around.
No, let's see. Um,
Ah, I see you've put a marker down.
Eats here. I just noticed I have an insane amount of concrete on me.
Have an insane amount of what?
Concrete.
Oh, good.
I'm not sure why I have that much concrete on me.
You were building platforms last time. A lot of
Okay, but,
foundations.
like, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have like 11
I
stacks of
strongly
concrete on me.
advise you to harvest this specimen.
Seems a little excessive.
Maybe.
Oh, 12, 13. Got a couple more.
Why?
You know, at least clear up a few slots in my inventory.
Want to know what's even worse than just being down next to this rocket-propelled hog? The fact that there's an alien artifact
Incoming message. Hello.
very nearby.
I have taken ill and
Oh,
need your
no.
help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Okay.
Would recommend a stun gun.
Mm-hmm.
Be ready.
I am. I am on my way.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know what to talk about while I'm running that way.
I don't know what to talk about either. I'm dead in a pond with a
Why?
with an annoying artifact talking. All I was attempting to do was to get to the quartz vein.
Picking up multiple fixed
So,
personnel in the
I
area.
am
Proceed
next
with
to
harvest before it's too late.
the aluminum casing truck station. So where
Harvest.
do you go up, down, or what?
Up. If you follow
Up.
the from the
That all I need to know is do you go up or down. I have a marker for your general location.
I strongly advise you to
yeah
harvest
I'm
this specimen.
down. You okay?
Okay, you're not explaining.
Where are
very
you?
well.
Okay,
I
are you
don't-
at the aluminum case? Are you at the loading station for the aluminum casings or the unloading station?
Listen, I don't want you to give me instructions. I want to give me just tell me a general idea whether you're up on the cliff area or a down area, because I want to know whether to go up or down.
Okay, up on the cliff area, if you go over to where the bauxite miner is, you'll see a line of power poles running out from.
Look, as I said, I have a general marker. I just needed to know if you were up on the cliff or down,
Harvest.
so I don't go the long way. That's all I needed to know.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
This artifact.
Well, talk back to it.
I can't talk back to it. I'm dead. Can you destroy the artifacts?
Relaying message. Hello, this is Paternal Figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Ah, my paternal figure has contacted me 3 times now, telling me that they have taken ill and alien artifacts to live. Complained about many times before.
Okay, I am not too far from you now, so I am going to. I have a weird solution for dealing with this thing. So give me a minute while I work on setting it up.
All right. Finding it very odd that Multi hasn't showed up on Discord. Probably because his kids are like hosting World War IV office right now.
Okay. I don't know where it is exactly, but I'm going to. Working very hard to avoid it altogether, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, hi. I see those platforms. They're right above me.
Yeah, that's the idea. Okay, I'm looking for the fog.
Right,
I see you.
right below you.
Oh, I see the rocket. That is weird.
Yeah, it's like it's got a jetpack on.
Oh, ran away. What the? I'm dead. Well, that was hilarious.
Yeah. We chat.
You know, I really thought that I would avoid it that way. I did not even remotely think that was going to happen. Well, nope, no point there.
Oh, did you respawn? Okay, yeah, you did.
There's no point.
Okay.
Harvest.
I
I will looking a new weapon while I'm up here.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna respawn as well.
Picking up multiple
not sure how to deal with that thing.
personnel in the area.
I do kind of want my
Proceed
stuff
with
back,
harvest
but
before it's too
yeah.
late.
Okay. Force plate. Iron rods.
Here's what we can do. We can go out there together. I'll draw it away. while you try and get your stuff.
Excuse me, it jumps super high in the air. What exactly are you planning to do with it?
I plan to run away and have it chase me while you get your crate.
Uh-huh.
And then, hopefully you can kill it. Or if I die again, then, I will be...
Oh, darn it. Yeah, rods went to the other one.
If I die, it will be safely away from you. Hopefully from our stuff.
Okay, that's nothing. Really? This one's iron rods.
Feels very weird that there is a rocket-propelled hog.
Okay, one thing I want before going over there. Fuel for the jetpack.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not necessarily
have-
saying I want to remake the jetpack if I can help it, but I do have one in my stuff if I pick it up.
I have extra fuel for you. Stuff.
Uh-huh. Because that's going to be so helpful in the middle of the fight.
Well, I don't have any better suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't want to go down the hypertube to the Caterium.
Okay, what are these stupid, weird, ridiculous names for things? I cannot remember what reinforced plates were called. I finally found them.
Stitched?
You called it iron mirrors.
Oh, right.
What the heck is iron mirrors? How is that even remotely supposed to be that?
If it's any comfort to you, I'm probably gonna have to go through and rename all that stuff anyway, just because I cannot remember what I called them.
Uh-huh. I'm kind of regretting naming things, period, at the moment. I'm kind of wishing I had just gone with my initial plan of not naming them and just putting the big image up instead.
Well, I always made sure I went with the right image.
That doesn't help when it's tiny. You have to walk right up to the thing just to figure out what it is. That really kind of wasn't the point of doing that.
Alright. Manly Gecko against the Rocket Hog. Round 2.
Yeah, I'm not even heading that way yet. Because I am planning to make a new weapon first.
I'm just psyching myself up. Epic fight.
The only thing I could think of that might work is walling himself in with a little hole of some way.
That very likely is the case.
Okay, new rebar got acquired. Now making rebar. Oh, I'm sorely tempted to make some more of the legs too. Just, you know, it'll take forever to get over there.
Jogging back out.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, we have run into a very terrible monster. A rocket-propelled hog that explodes on impact, but doesn't die.
Okay, you say doesn't die, but we've barely had a chance to shoot the thing.
Well, it doesn't die when it explodes, is what I mean.
Are you sure it's actually exploding rather than just shooting the thing?
Well, I mean, it jumped at you and exploded, so...
If you die, does it matter the semantics?
Also true. Have you seen those multi? Hogs that look like they have, like, rocket packs? Wild hogs that look like they have rocket packs attached to them?
I mean, I saw them on, like, a loading screen or something once, but I think that's about it.
This one's killed me, and it killed Lady.
It one-shot me at full health.
Yeah, one-shot both of us. I wasn't even close to it. I just saw it off of a cliff and was like, huh, that's an interesting looking boom, and I'm dead. Yeah. No mercy anymore.
What did you run back with? Nothing?
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out I don't have anything to lose at this point.
Comply.
Yeah. Okay. Your choice. Ugh.
Oh, you're in the middle of that really nasty swamp where we found the giant spider at.
Yeah, there's a quartz node over that direction that I'm trying to get over to. Because I need it for the aluminum processing.
Yeah, the hog literally has some kind of rocket strapped to its back.
See, it just expresses its love in the form of rocketry.
Your contract
Like you would?
legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
Well...
Shoot at people with rockets, I mean.
I
was not taking that
what
in a
is
weird
this
direction.
stream rated?
I was not taking that in a weird direction.
What is this stream rated again, Gecko?
Not high enough.
I strongly advise you to harvest this
Not high enough for that. I was not trying to make a bad joke.
I don't see the rocket hog anymore, but there is a big one that's camping the crates.
Maybe that one finally actually did die?
Hopefully. Or at least it despawned.
Let's hope. That would be preferable.
Don't worry, it'll respawn eventually.
I'm hoping not.
I'm hoping not
for
a minute.
Get the stuff.
Only a minute? Where's your sense of adventure?
Gone.
It died.
It died repeatedly, huh?
It died with the last explosion.
Oh, I managed to build myself inside of a rail. Well, okay. Probably gonna have to do that again.
Hey, yeah. Rocket launcher one looks gone. But we have Giga Chad one now.
Comply.
Great, that's cute. Because I don't have the legs, I accidentally fell to my death. Wasn't trying to jump off, mind you.
How far away are you?
Don't worry, I already respawned. I was next to the Caterium factory.
Okay. Oh no.
You don't have to try too hard to die in this game. You have to put in a little bit of effort, right?
Picking up multiple fix-it personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
I'm still loving this jetpack, by the way.
Good. So you keep fuel on it. Oh! Oh, okay, I grabbed my stuff, but now the hog's on me. It didn't auto-equip anything.
Good luck.
I can't
Alright.
really get there very easily till I get this train finished, unfortunately.
Alright, everything is now re-equipped. Piggy, piggy!
Looks like I missed a lot last week.
Yeah, we unlocked the final phase. Or, I think it's the final phase.
There's like 7 now.
Well, oh, okay, there's 7 phases? Yeah,
Last I checked.
we've unlocked 7 and 8.
I strongly
Oh.
advise you to harvest
Oh,
this
nice.
specimen.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I stand corrected. I'm sorry about last week. I got sucked into algebra, unfortunately.
It's fine.
No, it was pretty horrible. But, you know.
Breaking
I like
news
math,
report.
but I don't know.
Widespread chaos and
I taught geometry and algebra already for a long time this year, and to do more of it was not fun.
Why are we having to do more of it?
I know, I've got algebra 2 to look forward to this year.
Why?
Because I have a sister that was never taught
Ah.
even the basics. So we had to start out with a negative times a negative is a positive,
strongly
and a
advise you
positive
to
times a
harvest this
negative is a
specimen.
negative, and a positive times a positive is a positive. Before we could even do geometry, because nobody had ever took the time to actually teach her geometry, but they also never took the time to teach her basic algebra. So that's great, yeah. But thankfully she's learned a lot. I'm impressed with how much she's learned over the last year, because she went from
Widespread
having a hard
chaos
time adding two numbers and subtracting to doing Pythagorean theorem and
alien artifacts.
solving quadratic equations. So I guess I feel I did something right.
Quadratic equations, as someone that initially thought I liked them,
Harvest.
they're hard.
There's this tool called Desmos. It's an amazing free graphing calculator. It makes quadratic equations pretty much just a
Allows you to harvest this artifact.
breeze.
Oh, calculators are cheating. You gotta learn how to do it yourself before you start using it.
Yes and no. There are times 100% it is cheating. But if your point is to learn about graphing the numbers,
Harvest.
and that's the whole point of the lesson is to understand the shapes, then it's perfectly fine.
Oh, yeah, no. If you're just understanding shapes, then...
You need to be able to take a look at the math and understand the pattern.
Message. Hello. This
And it's not as easy to visualize that pattern without,
need your help to find a cure.
well, a graphing
Doctors
calculator.
say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
If that makes sense. Now, I mean, it didn't feel very fair to me that I had to spend 40 hours on my quadratic equations, and she only had to spend like 3. But you know, that's life. Because I didn't have a graphing calculator, I had to do that by hand.
Yeah, same. Alright, I have my stuff back from the hog. Hog is dead. I've collected
Oh,
the
cool.
artifact.
He gave you an artifact when he died?
No, there was an artifact that's like perched on top of like this collection of stones that doesn't actually have a hitbox. So I had to build foundations around the stupid thing just to be able to collect the stupid artifact and get it to shut up.
That's odd.
He had to listen to it the whole time while I was going to find, to help him get back up.
Yeah.
And then I got there and the rocket hog one shot me.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, see, it's got like a rocket pack. And she goes, oh, that's weird. That is a rocket pack. Then all of a sudden it like rocket launches itself up at the platform that she built
I did
above us
manage
and she
to
was
shoot it,
dead.
like twice though. I shot it like twice, And then it aggroed on me because I shot at it. And then it basically turned and kind of wasn't sure what it was doing. And the next thing I know, it's flying up in my face and I'm dead.
Pretty much what happened to me as
Lovely.
well.
And I was up on
Kind
a
of reminds
platform.
me of killing a
I was
cyber
up on
demon
a
with a
platform. I
chainsaw.
was trying to be safe, so I was gonna shoot at it from a distance up on a
Mhm.
platform. Yeah, apparently that was not enough. I should have done like walls in the ceiling too.
Ah.
Whoa, this is a gorgeous view over here.
There are some lovely views over there.
Oh, goody. The quartz node I've been heading for is one that someone is already using. I'm gonna guess by the whirly-gig of conveyor belts going up, it's probably Maltese.
I think there were actually 2 or 3 quartz over there, but I could be wrong. I only need 1.
Oh, there is a second one down there. I see one. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, I could just put quartz on this train instead of whatever thing you're trying to do and make your life easier.
No, it's fine. I can just take the one node. Oh, what the heck?
What?
I just had a giant spitter spawn right on top of me.
Ah.
How are you transporting all of it back?
I was just gonna do conveyor belts because it's not going back to the main base. It's going to the aluminum out.
Oh, okay, got you.
I need
All
extra
right, then.
silica for processing. But
Okay.
I don't need it to, like, replace the silica processing that I have, or replace the silica processing I have going. It needs to be supplemental. I only need, like, a very small amount. Realistically. Thinking, like, you know, I'm gonna have Mark 3 or 2 or 3 belts, like, carrying it there for the most part, and then I'm gonna, like, drop down to, like, Mark 1s right as we get closer to the machines. So that way, the thing is, part of the refining process for bauxite creates silica, but it's not creating enough to be able to run the foundry processes.
Huh. I just stuck my head into a railway again.
Always lovely when that to you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna blame the game too much. I kind of sort of did it to myself by accident, so...
Oh no, this is a gas biome.
Yeah, there's definitely a gas biome between there. You got a gas mask?
No, I'm just about to die.
Oh, yeah, there's
Alright,
like
I'm
2
in
or
the
3
clear.
gas biomes between the secondary base and, yeah.
Oh no, that's a big green spitter.
It wasn't the most safe.
Keep
but
missing. I
attempt to get
keep missing my stun rebars.
there. Oh no. Did you make it?
For some reason, my rebar gun decided to swap out from... There we go. It went to regular rebar.
Ah.
That's why it wasn't working very well.
Well, that'll put a damper in your plans pretty quick.
Alright, it's dead now. Oh.
Hi.
Hi!
I was hanging out in case you died.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's very comforting.
Very supportive of her.
Extremely supportive of her.
She wants to at least be there for your funeral.
Yeah, she's just listening to see if she's in the will.
Oh, you're so nice, dear.
Look, we know
You
each
think
other.
so well of me.
Oh, we've got some bad weather coming through, so I might not be able to play too long today.
Oh, we've had that for a while. Our
Yep.
son's gotten real sick and tired of being woke up by thunder and lightning in the middle of the night. To the point where he asked me to pull up the weather, and it told me to switch around the stormy, the storm prediction of the day with the sunny prediction for the next day. He's like, "Oh, swap those around, swap those around." I was just like, well, it doesn't work like that.
He's just trying to get things in the right direction.
I think he was just sick and tired of being woke up all night long. Hey, lady, do you happen to have like 10 billion steel beams on you?
Sure, because 10 billion would fit in her
I
inventory.
have 8. Why?
Oh,
What are
okay.
you needing to do?
I was gonna do some tier 3 belts going up to the top, but I guess I'm gonna stick with. Do you want some jetpack
Well,
fuel?
About that. Here.
I'm gonna mark that on the map.
Oh, thank you.
There's a hard drive here for you guys.
Tier 4.
Do you want
Okay,
jetpack
infinite.
fuel?
Yes.
Alright.
Those are for tier 4 belts.
Yes, I know.
Alright. I marked the hard drive on the map with infinite distance.
Yes.
Have you dropped stuff again?
Drag and drop?
Every time I go to drag and drop it, it keeps taking me to split stack.
Are you right clicking?
Okay, there we go. I was
click
left.
and pick up.
I was left clicking, and it just acted like it was a right click.
Okay, because splitting stack is right click, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening.
I hope that never despawns. That's awesome.
What?
I happen to have some extra quartz and I want to pick up some barrel nuts. And the quartz fell perfectly in this shrub. I'm screenshotting that for my own personal collection.
Ooh, fun! Hey, that's cool.
Yep.
Oh, I'm using the jetpack.
Oh yeah, like the Minecraft jetpacks. Minecraft jetpack.
Yeah.
See if I can run through the toxic gas fast enough. Yep. Ooh, barrel nuts. Okay, I'm not at our base yet, but I can see our base, so that's progress for sure.
Yeah.
Drop that there. And get a better line of sight on how to get everything over to where I need to.
Oh my lands! I have just seen where that first vertical belt gets to, and it ain't nowhere near how high it needs to go for this glyph.
Let's see here. Where do I want to build our train station? Or, well, our Grand Central Station, basically. I mean, It would be kind of lazy, but I could put it up on this cliff. There's
Oh.
not a lot of room to run rails, though. It is a cliff. I don't think I'll do that.
Foundation.
I could, but I tend to fall off cliffs. Me and cliffs just kind of have this thing where I fall off of them.
Mutual understanding of persistent animosity.
Perhaps a mutual understanding of how gravity applies to it more to me than it does to it. Because the cliff just stays there. I fall.
Yeah.
I call it the Bugs Bunny effect.
You're Wile E. Coyote. You're not.
Well, I'd live to at least get a meep meep in, but you know. Meep meep. There we go. See if that works.
Oh, what the? Well, I found a drop pod, but guess what it wants?
What?
One quantum computer.
That's a couple. There's a couple of tech unlocks down.
You're kidding.
Let's see here. Alright, this should make the train tracks 50% complete. Just gotta pick kind of a nice spot to watch vehicles drive off cliffs. That's a new one. Are they supposed to do that?
What? Their trucks driving off of cliffs?
A truck just drove off one of the big giant paths. And then it teleported back up.
Oh, it's probably like a glitch.
Well, that was certainly interesting to watch.
I know that when it comes to some of the pathing, like they intentionally try to path around each other, and then they just wind up like doing some of the dumbest stuff.
Alright, I'd say this is as good of a spot as any for a transit hub. I guess I'll mark it here. There's plenty of room to build. I don't know. Space elevator's still over there. I gotta just go get more materials.
impure bauxite node. Just by accident.
All right.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. I don't know if there's one in the area. Well, I'll mark this one. So I found it. I'm not far from you.
Missing one heavy modular frame. I'll see if I can craft it.
Think you can? But I wouldn't quote me on it, honestly.
Okay. There you go.
Amy and Gecko, as of 30 seconds ago. I wouldn't quote me on that, but, you know, perhaps. You know, it doesn't work if I can't even quote you correctly. I think I'm tired.
Yeah, well, I know that feeling. Been putting a roof on my shop. Found out a couple weeks ago in the huge rains that we had. Thing leaks like a colander. It's not exactly comforting when you're trying to store
No.
lots of expensive hardwood. To suddenly find that the building that you were going to store it
no.
and work it in.
Why? You know what? I flew with the jetpack a little bit because I saw some hogs, so I was just kind of getting away from them before they aggroed on me. And apparently, I just very, very narrowly avoided a rocket hog.
They've
I
learned.
heard the boom sound, the rocket like from earlier. I heard that sound. And I turned around, and there was one like a little ways behind me.
They've
It just wants
learned.
to give you a boost.
Uh-huh. Yeah, luckily I was already getting away from it, so I got away.
They've learned.
I narrowly avoided it. I probably only avoided it because I was on the bank. Oh, I'm not going down there. I think I see some little uranium deposits. I am not going near there.
There's a whole bunch in that center area.
Yeah, I'm seeing just the small bits over there. I'm avoiding that. It's the glowy green.
There's one actually quite shockingly close to the aluminum base. I didn't even realize.
There's several of them around. They're always where you don't want them to be.
Yeah, no kidding.
If it's inconvenient, it'll be right there for you. Say hello.
Yeah, pretty much.
And make it glow in the dark, but, you know. That's just a party trick to that stuff, so.
Oops.
I was honestly kind of hoping that I was going to be getting chased by quartz the whole way back to the setup I had going on. But due to the fact that I ran out of steel beams and I ran out of reinforced plates, I'm running Mark 1s for like a mile and a half. It just is taking forever for them to show up.
I wonder why.
Yeah, me too. Sad.
I almost finished Shadows of Doubt. I gotta go back and wrap it up, but I've actually finished most of that game.
Oh yeah,
It's
I've heard good things about that game.
it's neat, but because they messed up a mechanic, they didn't quite have it quite right when they released it. Their solution was to just turn off the mechanic, and that's kind of disappointing. So there's guns you can pick up in the game, but none of them fire. The NPCs will shoot at you, but you can't shoot back.
Oh.
And after some digging, I think I figured out why they did it. It's not because of any like crazy political thing or whatever. It's just because they don't have the game's mechanics for the engine because it does procedure generation
Yeah.
to where it can handle if somebody just goes out and starts killing 10 NPCs.
Oh.
So in order to not break the world, they turned it off.
Which is almost fair enough.
Yeah, I
Except for the
mean,
fact
it
that
would be
they would want to attack. They still want to attack you.
well. The fact that they still attack you isn't particularly fair. The game itself is a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, but it's just one of those things. Like, there's points in the game where it's not even remotely fair because certain areas you got to go into and do missions at, and the computer players are very well armed, and you go in there and you're trying to do what you need to do, and the game is like, well, sorry. Try not to get shot too much. But they did really well with the game world. It's well built. Procedure generation is great in it. It's graphics are what you'd expect for that kind of game style, you know.
It's like a detective game, isn't it? Like a
Yes.
hard-boiled noir-esque.
Yeah. And it does it really well. There's some things in the game that leave a little bit to be desired sometimes because the computers in the game only store like 2 days of footage.
Hmm.
So if you're had a case you're tracking down that happened on Tuesday and it's Friday, you can't rely on the footage in the cameras because you can hack into the cameras at each of the buildings and take the footage.
Yeah.
And that comes in great because you can help identify suspects, you know. Comes in really great on cases where you can't, you have no fingerprints.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. But there's parts of it that are frustrating. I spent 8 hours on one case one time, like real life time,
Oh wow.
and I spent 13 minutes on another one. So it just kind of depends on what you got to work with.
Yeah.
You know, if the criminal's dumb enough to leave a card with fingerprints on it, it definitely gives you a boost. But that's one that actually took me like 4.5, 5 hours to solve, and I had the fingerprints.
Yeah. One of the reviewers I was watching said that said that there was one point where there was an NPC that kept screaming, "Oi, what are you doing in here? Get out of my house!" And he said that the problem is the person that was screaming this was someone who he had handcuffed in their kitchen, and he had knocked them out unconscious multiple times prior to this.
Right.
It's kind of like, you kind of already knew I was here.
Oh, my favorite thing to do is you can throw these like rubber knockout grenades.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get a suspect that greets me at the door, and I'll throw one of them at his feet, and then I'll handcuff him.
Yeah.
It's a bit overkill, but I immensely enjoy it, especially if it's one of those that takes forever to find the guy or gal.
Yeah.
Just take as much fun as you can, you know. beat the heck out of them for a good 5-10 minutes before you handcuff them. Let out your frustrations for taking 6 hours to find them.
Tiger counter.
Did I ever give you Steam keys a while back? I think I did on the game I was working on forever ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna change what engine I'm using. I've already been learning Godot 3D now,
Oh, okay.
and I'm gonna start pushing with that over the next few months.
I
I haven't
saw.
got enough together yet to showcase, but it's functional to start out. So
Good. I saw a thing on their on the Reddit for Godot. I saw a thing on their subreddit. They said they'd been getting contacted by a bunch of different publishers, asking them if they supported Linux, because there were a bunch of their smaller development houses were having a bad time getting their games to run on the Steam Deck, in Unreal and Unity. And
right.
they said, "Well, it feels good to be good, folks."
Some Unity games will play okay on Linux, but that's kind of all you get. I hate to say that because there are some good games in Unity, but indie Unity games don't tend to run well on Linux. Now,
Well, a thing I've
your,
tended to
your bigger scale
find
ones do, but
a thing I've tended to find is if it's in Unity, even if it says, oh, it supports Linux and you fire it up and it runs like garbage, if you fire up the Windows version and run it through Proton, it's
Mhm.
fine.
Okay.
Typically fine.
Oh, I was running it through Wine. That was okay, I got you.
If you use the Steam tool, because it carries it's got both Line
Wine.
and DXVK,
Oh, nice.
which DXVK is DirectX to Vulkan.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Multiple versions of it as well. So it'll do like 9, DirectX is like 9, 10, 11, 12. Those are all the really easy ones. And of course, some people were sitting there going, here's Valve, they're making all of this money off of the back of these poor, like, open source developers, blah, 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 blah. Well, a little bit of extra research onto the developer blogs, and you can find the posts where the entire team posts a thing saying, so, Valve came walking in with giant suitcases of cash and asked us if we wanted 8 or 9 apiece to work for them.
I mean, it's worth the investment as a company to support Linux because it takes less resources to do everything as a rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Or rule of principle or whatever phrase you want to use these days.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, it very much does.
If it takes more resources, then clearly you've done something wrong. Either on your Linux distro you're working with or on your code. There's something wrong here when this picture doesn't look right with Linux.
Yeah. Well, I am wondering if something has happened to my machine in terms of something with the kernel transfers or something like that. Because typically, if I wanted to do like a big kernel upgrade, I would always just reformat.
Mm-hmm.
But in this particular instance, with Manjaro, I've never felt the need to do so.
Yeah.
But I am wondering if, due to the fact that I've done like 7 or 8 kernel upgrades with this one install, if maybe some of the hardware is just not liking it.
Honestly, the biggest issue I've ran into isn't that. I run the ZFS file system. So I don't immediately take kernel updates. I wait a while.
Yeah.
Because not everything is fully supported on ZFS sometimes. Now, typically the updates are in time and everything works great, but every once in a while you'll hit one that's not.
Yeah.
And that's something that was quite ugly for me to deal with because suddenly, I can't read, terabytes of data,
Yeah.
because of a kernel update. That's a problem. I'll be back. I'm going to make sure there's no tornado trying to tear my house down. If you don't hear from me and you hear a loud crash, you know what happened.
All right, sounds good. Makes me think of that line in Grim Fandango. All right, I'm gonna go try and get us a ride. Oh, by the way, if you hear a loud explosion, deal's off. Got 4 power slugs and so many remains of so many aliens. I'm headed back out to the bauxite outpost. Now that I have more steel beams on me. Get some of those conveyor belts upgraded, I think. Possibly, depending on the status of it.
I'm back.
How's the tornadoes going?
Just severe thunderstorm here.
Okay.
I mean, at the moment, and I hope it stays that way, but I don't want to say anything too positive or negative. I want to be neutropia here. If I should die, I'd tell my wife I said hello.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I feel like either way, I might jinx it, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, well, we've had a ton of rain here. We had a lot of storms for a while. Like I said, my son was desperately trying to get me to alter the weather by trying to see if I could swap around the sprites on the National Weather Service's website. It was like 3 days further down the week, it was predicted to be sunny, but that night there was going to be severe thunderstorms, and this was like the 5th or 6th night in a row. He's sitting there going, no, switch those around, switch them around, make the sunny first. And like, well, it doesn't work like that, I'm afraid.
What's even in this box?
What's in the box?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a couple things I need to get the rails going, so I was looking around and... There we go. I made the rail station at the main base. I gotta run it back.
I've taken the day off, or I've taken some time off, starting last Wednesday, to work on my shop, getting a new roof on it. I do not know how much more disastrously this project could have gone.
Did it catch on fire?
No, but it might as well have. So,
well, I mean, it could catch on fire. There you go.
So, first day, my plan is, okay, I'm gonna run into the, the hardware store. I'm gonna get the, gonna run into the hardware store. Gonna get all the materials that are gonna be needed in order to, because it's one of those scenarios where like the roof, the actual decking on the roof was rotting out, so I couldn't just like replace the shingles. I have to replace everything. So go to the hardware store. I meet with my in-laws. I borrow their trailer because we don't have one. I borrow their trailer. We get our stuff. I get all my stuff loaded up onto the trailer. As I'm finishing uploading these shingles, all of a sudden there is this weird hissing sound out of nowhere, and in 15 seconds, one of the trailer tires just goes flat. Like, just dead flat.
I see the pink and purple again. Sorry. Your trailer tires went flat. That's always nice.
Yeah, so then we, thinking quickly, my brother-in-law who was with me calls one of his other brothers. He came, picked him up, took him back to their house. He grabbed the tools and everything that would be needed to get the tire off. Brought him back, his own car. We get the tire off. And I'm looking at the time, I'm like, it's 4:45. If we hurry, we can get this to a tire shop. Well, he hurries it to a tire shop as quick as he can. And the tire shop doesn't have the size of wheel we would need. So we're like, okay, let's try the next tire shop on the list. These are all tire shops that are, like, right nearby. He tries all of them. None of them have the size of tire that we would need to replace the tire.
Well, of course, that would be too convenient, right?
I was just like, okay, I guess I'll see if I can just get the tire back onto the rim and see if it'll hold, and just see if I can get it on and just get the air to hold. So I put it together, and using the techniques I've seen the guys at the tire shops use, I managed to get the thing to mount back onto the wheel. It's like, okay, back onto the hub, but does it still leak? And the answer was yes. We got air into it, and it continued leaking. Well, okay, great.
Green goo?
He'd already put green goo in it, and it wasn't,
Ew.
this stuff wasn't holding.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, and I'm like, okay, let me listen for it. So I start licking my finger and, like, spinning on the wheel and, like, looking at anything that looked like a hole. I was checking. There was nothing, there was nothing, there was nothing. Finally, I went to mess with the inlet stem. And that changed the amount of, like, how loud the leak was. And I was like, okay, that's what the problem is. The inlet stem has sprung a leak. Well, there's only one tire shop left open, and it's the Walmart tire shop, which I don't have high opinions of them, but, you know, any port in a storm at this point.
Right.
So I sent him back over there and just asked him, hey, you know, see if they can change that stem out. And they did. So he gets back to Lowe's. He gets it back to Lowe's. We put it back on the trailer. It airs up. It holds. We set the weight on the thing. It still holds the weight. So I'm like, okay. This is fine. This is great. Alright. What time is it? I checked the
Time to go to
time.
sleep.
Check the time. It's 7:15. I'm sitting here going, I can't take this to my house. Because my house is a 35-minute drive away. 30 to 35-minute drive away. And this thing doesn't have lights. This trailer doesn't have working lights on it. And I have nowhere to keep it at my house. So, you know, I wouldn't be able to drive it back in the dark. That's it. In addition to it being illegal, it's also just incredibly dangerous.
This is one of those rare times where the law is actually a legit safety law.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a tax law, it's a safety law.
Yeah, and an actual legit safety concern. especially in a city that has recently had more than its fair share of nutcases show up on the roads in the last few years.
I thought those were just normal anymore. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, it's gotten... It used to be bad, it's gotten so much worse. Although the one thing I can say that has improved, I haven't seen too many people playing Clash Royale on their phones at stoplights. At, like, the hair trigger stoplights. The ones that, you know, the light turns
The
green.
stoplight. No, it's not.
No, I mean, it's like the light turns green and you've got about 5 seconds for cars to get through before it turns red again.
Oh, lovely.
And you have people sitting in their cars playing Clash Royale. Which is like Dota or League, you know? Once they start a game up, they can't just set the thing down and drive away.
That by itself should be illegal.
Yeah. I mean, it technically is. But, you know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, regardless, like,
Not illegal enough, I guess. People don't get shot by a firing squad if they're caught doing it, so.
yeah. But,
Well, I mean, it's not fair, but, you know.
I'm not, yeah, I
People would
mean,
stop doing it.
yeah. It's,
Oh, I'm rambling, sorry.
so, yeah, so I take the, we take the trailer back to their house, we unhook it there, we start heading, you know, we get home at about 8:30 that night. And in the meantime, on my roof rebuilding project, not only have I not actually been able to touch the stupid roof,
Right.
but the entire day was a complete wash. So the next day,
Go ahead.
the next day I call up my dad,
Mm-hmm.
and I have him, I asked him about the status on his trailer, and he goes, well, yeah, the trailer's in fine shape, but it's full of scaffolding. And I was like, well, perfect, I can use that to help with the shop. That'll help make things a little easier. So he drives his trailer down here, I unload the scaffold off of it, and then we take it to my in-laws. We transfer the materials from their trailer to his trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and we get everything loaded up, and my dad's sitting there going, we're not going to be able to fit the other half of the material on here, because I only got half of it the first time. He's like, we're not going to be able to fit the other half on this trailer. And I was like, well, why not? And he goes, well, it's only a half-ton trailer, and we're pretty close to the max it can haul anyway. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Alright then, so we drag it all the way back to my house. We unload it at my house. At this point, it's lunchtime. So we get lunch, we head back into town, we head back to Lowe's. Get back to Lowe's. I get the other half of the shingles. We get them loaded up, we get them back to the house, and we don't bother unloading it. We just unhitch the trailer and just leave it in the front yard. This now sets us at about 4:35 in the afternoon. At 4:35, basically 3/4 through our second day, we finally get to stripping material off of the roof. And then I come to find the next nightmare. The decking for the old building, because it was a steel building, or a steel frame on the building, the decking is held down with bolts.
That's incredibly inconvenient.
And these are bolts that not only are they bolts, but they are super rusty, and many of them are bent. so I can't just back them out. We have to cut them. So then day 3, spend the majority of day 3 chopping wood out from around the bolts. We could rip the wood off. And then you start going from bolt to bolt with a sawzall. Having to cut everything off. And we only have one sawzall. So come about 3:30-ish, we finally get enough bolts cut off that we can start putting decking down. Then we come to the major inconvenience of, again, this being a steel-framed building. So, due to it being steel-framed, we can't use nails. Obviously. We have to use self-tapping metal screws, which I knew about that. I picked them up. The problem is, in order to keep them from snapping or burning or anything like that, we wind up just having to drill slowly through the metal, which ends up taking probably 10 times as long as even the most stubborn nail would. So then the next 2 days, spent all of Friday, spent all of Saturday, just trying to put decking on. Bearing in mind it hit over 100 degrees Fahrenheit most of those days. And the decking, the sheeting that I'm putting onto these rooftops, it's reflective, because that was the cheapest stuff that was simultaneously available and in decent shape. There was some cheaper stuff, but it had been out in the thunderstorms for 2 weeks. It was just falling apart. So it was completely unusable. So yeah, that's where it stands now. My shop has most of a new roofing deck put on, but it's not fully dried in. I still have to do underlayment, and I still have to do shingles. But I am not touching it today, and I'm not even going to waste too much time thinking about it.
I took
This is
vacation starting the Friday that we just. I took like a Friday to like the next Friday, basically.
Okay, so 1 week.
Yeah, and that ends tomorrow. I
Okay.
go back to work tomorrow.
Now I still have
And
I got permission to extend my vacation past tomorrow, or to tomorrow.
I
So I
got
can-
angry grams, so I know I have to go back to work tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Why isn't this done? I told you it wasn't done.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I tried to get it done before I went on vacation, but it was just, I don't know, just too much to do, and I've been staring at it too long. I was starting to get to where I was.
Seeing it in your sleep when you close your eyes.
I was doing that 2 months ago.
Oh, man.
I was getting burned out, so I had to, and I really wanted to go and spend a bunch of time outside too, and that didn't really pan out. Because I had to spend half my vacation teaching Algebra 1.
Lovely.
Yeah. I did get to go Goodwilling, though. That was fun, so. Me and Mrs. Coder played Factorio yesterday. That was good, too. So.
Factorio's a fun game.
Oh, yeah.
Though
It's a great couples game, too. Because you have to learn to work as a team. Uh-oh.
Oh, hey, weather warning.
Yeah.
Or is
Well,
it
that's a tornado, so I gotta see if it's legit or if I need to go and hide.
Well, if we go by Texas rules, that's the spectator call. So how are things coming on your end, lady?
Fine, but I'm suddenly having a strange problem. Okay, what are you doing?
What's wrong?
Oh, there we go. Oh, nothing. Just let me fiddle.
Okay.
Heal it. There. I'm changing the signs.
Okay. You don't like my wonderful naming conventions?
Actually, it has nothing to do with that.
Oh,
Can you all hear the weather in the background or not?
not really, no.
Okay, I was not trying to, like...
Well, we heard your phone go off.
But that's it.
Yeah, that was right next to me.
Other than that, we hear silence.
Alright.
Although that kid noise filter may not work on kids, it works on storms well enough.
Yeah, and the weatherman in the background. That was my concern, is it'd be a copyright thing on you. I don't want to do that to you. I usually just shut all it off, but...
Generally, weather warnings and stuff like that, I don't think those typically trigger too.
Okay.
Okay, new rule on the signs over here. No, if there's nothing in the crate, no sign.
Okay.
Because I realized that it's a bit confusing. Because then then it's like, oh, we have to go read what's on it to figure out what's in it.
Yeah.
Rather, because if there's a sign on it, there's a default image, you know, it's not blank. So I'd rather there just be no sign.
Okay.
Alright. Make sure you make very long signs right around where Lee's at so the signs confuse more. Got it.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like he's got it nailed.
Yeah. Hmm.
As in, Lady might crucify me when she catches me near the signs.
Maybe.
You won't be crucified. Chinese water torture, maybe a little bit of flaying. But, you know, that's all. The casual things.
The casual things.
What? How would you know, dear?
Rumors.
I thought you were speaking from experience.
No, we don't talk about that, remember?
Do we?
Sticks and stones may break my bones.
Oh, that's a new rule.
Sticks and stones
You
may
don't know
break
the half of
my...
that expression, do you?
Hmm. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Nope. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but whips and chains excite me.
Oh, only from you.
Not my thing. But it's one of those things that when your dad walks in the house and randomly says, it leaves a lasting impression.
Goodness.
You never forget it.
Yeah, that would be definitely a memorable thing. I think it's safe to say.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not putting back the original wording. I am replacing the signs, though.
So you are putting back the original wording? Oh.
You make me repeat everything.
Well, when it blags out, yes.
I said I am not putting back the original signed words.
Oh, but they were so good.
Well, like, take this one. You called concrete powder stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought we were just producing cocaine. I thought this was Drug Lord Simulator, not a Satisfactory.
I will say I did do one small subtle thing that I don't think you ever noticed.
Sorry.
On one of the signs.
Well, I know I left computery bits on there.
No, I did something funny with the rubber one.
Oh.
This is mild, but yeah.
Children prevention device?
Nope. Instead of just rubber, I put rubbers.
You did! You did make children prevention device out of
Yep. That's what I did.
That's awesome.
Thank you. All it took was one extra S.
One
And that's
letter
the end.
to roll them all.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, kids, there's a hole in the bathroom because I opened the spot in the floor. If there's a tornado, we can put you all down there. So
What?
at least you all will survive. The tornado takes us out. So, sorry, the kids. They're complaining because there's a hole in the bathroom because I opened up a hole so the kids can be put down there if there's a tornado, so they will be more likely to survive.
Don't you have a basement, though?
You mean a crawl space? Yeah, I got one of those. I mean, if I had a basement, I would be in it already.
You back up as long as it doesn't have windows, basically.
Yeah, it's not actually a great crawl space either because it multiple reasons.
No, I understand. I just meant whatever you do go, just better not to have windows.
Yeah, there's no windows in the crawl space. So
I can't imagine a worse place to hide from anything.
what makes you say that?
Well, our crawl space is absolutely hideous. It's extremely claustrophobic. And, I can barely fit into the thing on a good day.
Well, our crawl space is kind of like a mix of the right height and the wrong height. It's just tall enough that you're not cramped, but it's not tall enough that you're comfortable.
Yeah, see, mine is both cramped and uncomfortable, but my son can fit into it very, very easily. Although the one time he did go down there to help me out with a thing, it was just the cutest thing. We're down there, and I'm working on a water line for the bathroom. And he's looking around and, just kind of chatting. And all of a sudden, he goes, "Wow, Daddy, look." I go, "What?" He says, "There's a lot of dirt down here." I'm like, yes? Yes, that's what the house is built on. I was so happy to see that, one of the hardest places that I have to crawl through. The hardest places for me to crawl through. Not only did he fit underneath there, he was able to roll over, turn around, look at me, and tell me a warning of how tight it was before continuing on. And then when we were going out, I was having to take my normal route out, and he goes, I'm taking a shortcut. Just beelined. Right, I am about to begin the production of alclad aluminum sheets.
Okay.
I think we lost Multi again to the storm.
I was on mute like a doofus.
Oh.
So in a way, you did lose me to the storm because I forgot to unmute. I've almost got this train routed. That was my goal today, nothing else.
Okay.
I saw that rail that looks like a seasick eel wrapping around various cliff faces.
I mean, a seasick crocodile, maybe, but not an eel.
I mean,
Okay.
it goes many directions, and flat is not one of them. At least in the section that I saw.
There's a few flat spots, but to get to those, you kind of have to go down a cliff. Apparently, I've used most of my jet fuel, too. I wouldn't touch you with a 99.5-foot pole. Now I've got that song stuck in my head.
Well done, it's not even Christmas time, and you're already ruining Christmas for yourself.
I mean, sure. I mean, I know. Uh-oh. I figured that was going to be my problem. You happen to have any spare lit suits over there?
We haven't gotten that far yet, no.
Okay, had to ask before I...
What now? What did you say?
He's running through a radiation field. He was asking about lead suits.
Lifts?
Lead suits.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Trying to figure out to curve this just right so I don't really have to, you know, do a whole lot with the whole radiation poisoning thing. But I don't know if that's gonna quite go to plan. Nope, I'm gonna have to jump. Thank you, jetpack. Boop. Try another route. That's not gonna work. I mean, unless everybody that wants to go on the train wants to glow in the dark. And
I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea, but I prefer to not.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, you know, it could just put a sign next to the railway that says lead suit required. then I'm cleared of all liability, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, no.
The lady remembers.
Members.
All the evil doings of the fool.
Of who? You or Multi?
I mean, obviously not me. I never do anything evil.
Really? Oh.
Oh, Nelly. That was a bad idea.
What he said.
Okay, almost fell off the map. Didn't though. Thank you very much for that jetpack, Gecko.
Quite welcome. I gave everybody a jetpack for a reason.
Tired of rescuing Multi?
That's probably as good of a reason as any.
Well, yeah. Wouldn't necessarily have said tired, but no, I am tired of rescuing. Constantly.
Go, gold! Oh, sorry, that's your that coming.
Did you find an eight-legged friend? I see.
Look, I kind of heard them, but I couldn't see them. And then I turned around and it was right in front of me.
Ah. With the sign that says,
Oh,
you like giving hugs?
I don't want to talk about it anymore. And yes, by the way, there was like 4 of them.
Okay.
Why are you so happy about it?
You made some friends.
No! I killed them, thank you.
Well, I guess you could have made some friends.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps
Now they're dead.
Perhaps in another universe.
Yep, and now they're dead. And, yeah, no. 8-legged friends I will never be friends with. I don't care how cute and cuddly you think they are. But I know you're just saying that to aggravate me.
I mean, I think they're cute and cuddly enough to set on fire.
Oh, well then we're agreed. Then you agree with me.
I know the thing I'm gonna have to do now. I'm gonna have to make a level just for a lady that randomly turns everything into spiders.
I won't be taking part in this. Whatever you think I'm going to do with it is no.
I mean, you have to be the beta tester for any level full of spiders, right?
No. You, Michael could do it.
I'm betting there's a story here.
Well, our
Michael
son,
likes spiders for
our
some
son
strange reason.
absolutely loves spiders, despite the fact that my wife is absolutely arachnophobic. His favorite thing to do was to make her spell tarantula to get a reaction out of her as they were driving.
I know who that child is related to.
You, right?
No clue.
I mean, logic would dictate half of each of you. I mean...
Sure, but when did logic have any bearing on reality outside of this game?
What? Really, I'm out of fuel. I don't. Maybe I accidentally dumped it somewhere.
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that, you know, I'm pretty sure he's not half postman.
It's weird. I'm pretty sure I had a little bit of it a minute ago. This cave goes deep. I did not realize how deep this cave goes.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I'm in the cave that's next to your base, Multi, so.
Yeah. It runs out the side.
Yeah, I'm still going through it.
Maybe it's not the same cave I'm thinking of then. There's
don't
several
know.
caves around the area.
It's kind of next to and down a little bit.
You wouldn't have
I've
to have
run
spare
into-
jetpack fuel on you, would you?
I've run into poison gas area, so I guess I'm turning around. I was gathering my Celia.
Okay.
There's still more than enough in here to go around still. I kind of quit picking it up after a while. I have like picked up like 409 apparently. And there's still plenty more to go around down here. It certainly goes way deeper than I thought it did. I thought this cave wasn't very long, but I guess this is a different one than I originally went in.
I'm trying to resist the urge to say that's what she said, but
Multi, did you
I'm
know
not
there's
going to be able to.
Multi, did you know there's quartz down here?
In the cave?
Yeah! In the cave that's right next to your base, there's quartz down here.
I was actually trying to find that cave. Any way you could mark it with a giant nerd pole or something?
Yeah, give me a second. There's something else over here.
Because I was actually trying to find that specific cave. Oh, there's a monster there.
Okay, you mark the entrance or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please don't kill me.
All right, folks. Guess what?
What?
Logistics Mark V unlocked.
Milestone reached.
Got it.
Improved conveyor belts and lifts can now be constructed.
And there's another node down here. There's 2 nodes that I've found so far of the same thing. Quartz.
Let me look where you're at on the map. Trying to find a way to route this track down at the moment. It's what I'm. It's definitely the scenic route, Gecko.
I can believe that.
I mean, that's probably a little stereotypical of me.
Very typical. No stereo about it.
No stereo about it.
All right. Next milestone. Do we want hazmat suits, aeronautical engineering, hover packs?
This railway has become a fear coaster now.
Lovely.
If you're afraid of heights and spiders, you may not want to take my train. Track too steep, track too steep, track too steep. Yeah.
Hmm.
Getting annoying. Oh, that's a fall and a half. You ever seen the little engine that could?
Can't say I have.
No,
It's about a train that goes through like snow and supposed to be like a kid's book, but it's actually kind of scary. My son watched it
remember
actually
seeing
and
the
got
kids' book
scared.
version. Saw the kids'
Yeah.
book.
It's actually a little bit scary.
Can believe it.
And I feel like my railroad right now is basically the little Indians that could railroad.
Hmm.
I just need a snowstorm to fall down. And then everything else is kind of set.
Alright, hazmat suit is now the new goal.
Okay, we don't have the gas mask stuff up there, but shouldn't we have most of the rest of that stuff available? Not necessarily over there though. The Caterium isn't being put over there. It's all in a chest over behind where the original steel fortress, what do you call it, was.
Yeah, the original steel foundry, yeah.
Okay, I'm now at the entrance again, Multi.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just trying not to die a very horrible death right now.
It's literally just right next to the your main platform, your home platform.
Huh.
There's a hatcher nearby.
I've been in this cave before, I'm pretty sure.
A hatcher sprouted right in the middle of our base.
Courts.
It's a possibility because it was pretty far in there.
Because I only remember seeing it being a short cave, so that may be
I
the
can help you
issue.
get there again if next time you're in the area and you want me to show you. I can
I'm
show
actually
you.
really close. I'm on the cliff above there. I'm just finishing up the railway.
Okay, I'll wait a
I'm
minute
just-
then because it's like a
Um,
couple of big cave rooms in.
I don't know if I can jump that quickly where I'm at because it would probably be a.
It's okay. I need to give my hands a break.
Okay.
And have a
Yeah, I
couple moment. So
wasn't trying to be mean. I'm just
no,
yeah.
no, do what you need to do. I'm gonna sit here for a minute because my hands need a break anyway.
Okay. I'll try not to die on the way there.
That would
Especially since this is over a bottomless pit, so.
that would be preferable.
I mean, I still have 7 jetpack fuels, so maybe I could find a way to convince myself not to die along the way here. We'll have to see. Sharp U-turn. Alright. I got enough materials to work with at least. Extend. Track too steep still. Yeah, give me like 5 minutes.
It's fine.
Trying to complete our first railroad. First one's the worst one. Because after that, we can kind of extend rails and everything else is needed, so.
Funny thing is, I didn't see it the first time I went through that particular cave room. But when I turned around to go back, I then stumbled on the quartz.
Huh.
But there's this actually particularly large cave room down there somewhere. As I said, it's a couple of cave rooms in, but first you come across like this kind of roundish room. You keep going beyond that, and you end up in this particularly large one.
Alright, I've made it 2/3 down.
I'm
Just trying to
realizing
figure out
I
how to
need
route
to.
these.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're good.
I was just saying, I have realized I must be, like, absolutely tilting the living daylights out of anybody watching. Because I keep kind of, like, dozing off and involuntarily, like, doing stuff, and I find myself, like, running down. I kind of, like, lurch awake again, and I find myself running down conveyor belts and like, placing stacks in just random places.
No, 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 wrong button, wrong button. Whew. Okay. Yeah, that was a close call. Alright. I can see the final railway.
All right. I'm gonna get up and take a quick walk around real quick and try and wake up.
I'm excited to talk to. He's falling asleep. Alright, I'm almost there, lady.
Really, it's fine. You don't have to constantly update me.
Okay. Hmm. This is not a good thing to build in the dark. I'm gonna go to where you're at. Because this last section is all over a pit of just death. Unrecoverable death.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh, you're way over there. I thought you were over here.
Well, like I'm literally next to the platform that has your crafting table on it, and the equipment
Okay.
station.
I thought you were over at the new site.
No, the old site. Where are you?
The new base on the other side of the screen.
Oh, well, you were literally the other side of the map.
Yeah, I thought you were over here talking about the tiny cave over here, and I was all excited.
Base.
Huh?
Oh no, your first base. Way over here. You. You're so not close to me.
I thought you were on the side of the map.
Obviously. You, I'm going back to base. I'm not waiting for you. It's ridiculous.
It's advisable. Don't wait for me at this point.
I'm not going there. It's gonna take you like, get over here. It's gonna take you what, 10 minutes?
Side of the map.
20 minutes?
What am I missing out
I
on
kept
here?
saying that he was close to his base, and so he was gonna come and see because I was gonna show him these course notes I found that was really close to his base. Well, lo and behold, he didn't realize which base because he has two, and he's literally on the other side of the map.
Okay.
He's nowhere even remotely close to me. I was waiting for him.
Ah.
for about like 5 minutes now.
You
I
tell
thought
me,
you were on the
and I will
side.
go back over there.
Ah. See.
I'll be there in a second now. I'm gonna try the train out. Sorry, lady.
Uh-huh. You know, I'm thinking that you should have double checked. I also should have double checked. I should not have relied on you like that. Bad idea.
Alright, train. And then locomotive. Alright. Okay. I'm configuring the train. Yay. No, I don't want to configure the freight platform. There we go.
Keep hearing weird off-brand siren playing nearby.
That would be my son.
Sense.
I'm not sure I hear what you're
Sadly,
talking about.
yes. Be glad you can't.
The lady picked up a new game recently. Her at any rate.
Hmm?
Halo games.
Oh yes.
I like them because you can actually shoot things.
I'm sorry. Actually, they're okay, but it's just by the time that they finally put them on PC, they weren't. The hype wasn't.
Oh yeah, no, the hype was very much gone.
Yeah,
But as someone who
the
has
hype
played,
didn't meet the standard.
as someone who played through the first game far too much, and also played through the second game, well, I streamed both of those. They hold up. They hold their own.
I mean, it was fun, but once it's done, it's done. Just didn't. I don't know. By the time they finally put it on PC, the game just didn't shine that much. There was a lot better games out at that point.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say it. You know, on that note, you know, while while Halo is quite a solid franchise, nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna say it. Half-Life is still better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you could give the Halo franchise a few merits because there's more content. Because Halo probably has several more games than Half-Life does. I mean, Half-Life has got, some expansions and stuff they did, but I just think overall Halo probably still has more content than Half-Life does. Do I like Half-Life better? Sure. I just think that there's more playtime if you were to play through all the franchises of Halo than if you were to play through all the Half-Life franchise.
Well, it also doesn't hurt that Half-Life never actually finished.
I've actually played Half-Life. Just
I played all the expansions for Half-Life and beat them. I played Half-Life 2 and beat it on hardest difficulty. And the expansion packs for the second one. But I just could not finish the first game. I could never get the timing right on that last mission.
I did manage to beat all of Half-Life 1. I have beaten all of the Half-Life games. Uh-oh. Fellas, we may have crashed.
Yes, I noticed.
Because I'm crashing.
Yeah,
Train's
I
moving
can't
here
even-
still.
I can't get out of dismount. Or dismantle, I mean. I'm in dismantle mode. It would not dismantle, and yeah.
Ah, there it goes.
Okay, yep. Alright. Forcing it down.
Connection timed out. I mean, the only thing else I had planned to do was try the trains out.
Are you back on yet, or not yet?
No, I'm still trying to get the game to stop.
Okay.
Alright.
Being nice and doing it through Steam.
Something neat I discovered that works with everything but Unity games I've found is if you write a small Java wrapper to start a wine app, when you shut down that wrapper, it kills everything attached to it
Yeah.
because of how everything's tied together. The only thing it doesn't work with is Unity. There's one Unity game I tinkered with that just did not work with. Still shows you it's online.
Well, I mean, I am online, but
Oops.
game's just dead.
Oh, clicked another button. Which button did I click? I don't know, but I guess I'll find out.
Don't know what my
Oh,
system
okay.
is now.
You put me in my single player. Okay. I can tinker with that for a couple minutes while you're doing your thing. Listen to screaming goat music for a few minutes. I miss my jetpack though.
And
I already miss it.
well, for what this is worth, it's no longer showing up in the processes list.
Alright.
I think.
Is there a way to use golden egg roll outside of Steam?
Glorious Eggroll, I have no idea. I messed with it.
Okay.
I would imagine
still-
so. Heard it said that you can use Proton. You just have to use the absolute, or you have to use the static path to the binary.
Okay. Hmm. Oh, sorry again about last week. I just unfortunately had other things to do.
Oh, that's fine. No worries here. Okay, why is this not stopping?
Do you force quit it through Steam?
I have force quit it through Steam. I have force quit it through my my package managers, and it's still running.
Did you try closing Steam entirely? Like stopping Steam?
It now says waiting for Satisfactory to shut down. Ah, there we go.
Oh, well, yeah, it shows you. It seems like it, it speeds along a little or forces it or something.
Yeah.
I've actually used that before.
Performing function. Shift kill. First ever episode of Futurama I saw.
I wonder how you got introduced to that. We may never know, huh?
Yeah, world may never know.
And I rewatch all those at least once a year. Sometimes I'll skip over the ones where Comedy Central got a little too heavily involved in it. And Father Ted. That's another one that I watch every year.
With every type of show, especially the comedy one, got gold episodes, and you've got ones that are just awful. It's like, okay, this was clearly an ash can project that they just slapped together and threw out into the world to just fill their weekly quota.
Father Ted has a ton of Catholic humor. And I mean a ton of Catholic humor. Some of it I don't even fully get because I'm not Catholic. Some of it I had to Google to get the joke. But it's hilarious. But there's a scene. Basically, what the show's about is three Catholic priests on an island, and the Catholic Church has recognized that they're terrible priests, so they don't want them out in your average parish out where they can cause harm. So they put them out on this island in the middle of nowhere, so they can't do any damage to the Catholic Church. And that's what it's all about: is these priests and their hijinks. One episode, the bishop comes by and tells them that they've got to go and protest a movie because it's got inappropriate content in it about the Catholic Church.
Hmm?
So they go out to protest it, and because the priests are protesting it, now more people show up to watch the movie because the movie's now exciting. So the bishop comes back, pretty pissed off at them because now more people are going to the movie because the priests are out there protesting it.
There was a bar. There was a place a town where I live. It was a bar that they pulled that. There was a alcohol protest out in front of their front of the restaurant, and so the bar posted to Facebook that drinks were 15. They had a 15% discount running for the length of the protest. So while the protesters were standing out in front of the building protesting the sale of alcohol, they would be selling alcohol on the cheap. Or cheaper. Alright, world is back up now.
Says booting 5 out of 8 senses. Playing elevator track 4.mp3.
That's funny, Gecko, that they would do that. 15% off is probably gonna do pretty well for them.
Yeah. For the length of time that the protest runs, yeah.
Visit tip number 32. BRB.
Be right back.
That's all it says. BRB.
There was one around here that made me laugh pretty hard. There's actually what's called an X theater that's been around this area for probably 2 generations now. And they don't do anything. They're not like how can I word this? There's nothing illegal going on there, basically.
Yeah.
Is the best way I can put that, right? There's definitely some interesting things going on there, but anybody that's in charge of the place highly discourages anybody doing anything illegitimate, right?
Hmm.
And so at some point in the last 10 years, a church opened up across the street from it. The church wasn't there first.
Uh-huh.
So the church will periodically, like once or twice a year, go out and protest, the Theater X that was there first. Trying to get the Theater X shut down.
Yeah, that's you're having to work really hard on a sympathetic angle that you don't have at that.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be different if, that place was known to be doing something nefarious or something, but not really. In fact, the owner is known to fire people that were working there if they started doing something that was nefarious or illegal. He wouldn't tolerate it.
Oh, all right.
And that's what's kind of funny is that, granted, you're not going to say the owner of a Theater X is probably the most Christian person in the world, just, based on your normal perception of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, he's not, Satan incarnate, and that's what everybody tried to make him out to be. And he was actually a decent guy. I've met him a few times. It's just that just happened to be where things fell in life. He didn't even plan things that way. It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
But it's funny though because the same kind of thing happens there. They protest it, and then the Theater X makes more money.
Yep. Oh my.
Let's hope it doesn't disconnect when I drive the train back this time.
Well, I might be okay. Oh, lady, just so you know, I have aluminum casings on a belt headed over to the storage by that giant belt stack that runs across the top by the manufacturers. There's a belt of aluminum casings over there that ultimately they just need to get a home.
Did we crash yet?
No.
Nothing crashed yet.
Okay, I just hit the same spot where it crashed last time, so that's why I was asking.
Okay, which belt?
It's at the very tip top of the stack.
The main big stack?
Yeah, the main
That's
stack.
on the top floor?
Yeah, the top floor by the manufacturers.
I don't see one. Where, which end, where? You need to be more specific. I don't know where you're talking about. I'm looking. Okay, I think I see a random new belt.
I'm glad this game's physics aren't too realistic. If it was, y'all be very mad at me right now.
Just slam the train into the end of the station.
I just ran the train through like 4 buildings, a cliff, bunch of trees.
Yeah, that's that seasick eel part of the train I was talking about.
Seasick crocodile. Alright.
Oh, no, no, no.
Press F to dock. I do want to dock the train. Alright, there we go. Train is now docked. Make sure it's still
Okay.
on manual
Aluminum
drive mode.
casings? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, the aluminum casing.
Okay.
Do y'all need those transported back?
No.
No, they just need to be transported into a storage unit.
I need to go to the other end to check what belt level needs to be on. Okay. Just one above this one.
For those that want it, I have a bunch of fuel jetpacks.
I'm going to need it, but I'm all top of the belt stacking. Don't come to me right now.
I'm coming back to the main base. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. You're kind of supposed to be unloading there, Mr. Freight Platform. Why do you defy me, Freight Platform?
Do you have to configure them load and unload like you do with the truck stations?
Yeah, I think I've just... Oh, I gotta hit F to redock. There we go. Ah, there we go. Okay. I just put a bunch of screws in it to test it
Fair enough.
that I had in my pocket. I'm not even gonna leave them in there. I'm gonna take them back out.
No, I don't have any materials on me to actually put the belt down. Up here. Okay.
You know the one thing I do wish we could do in this game? The crashed pods that we've already recovered the hard drives from. Wish there was a way that we could deconstruct those and just get them off of the map.
That would be nice. I mean, there is explosives. I haven't tried blowing them up. That is a distinct possibility.
Okay.
Alright. Dock. Q. Okay, docking finished. Q. Train operational.
Sweet.
Ah. Station unreachable. I must have made a mistake on the other end.
That way the game crashed.
I mean, it actually could be. I don't know. I'll have to see where the train jams on the track. I was able to get back to the main base successfully. I built a little tiny conveyor out of there to drop off the dishes. But I think I've got something on the return line goofed up still.
Oh, are there two separate lines, basically?
Yeah, well, they're one big giant circle is what it amounts to.
Okay.
But you can take lines and combine them and put 6, 8, 10 trains on the same line because It's entirely possible to do. The most I ever ran, I think, is like 5 or 6 on the same set of lines. Because they'll wait for each other to have a
Okay.
free line once you get it all set up.
Hey,
They'll kind
lady.
of function like Factorio trains, except a little more automatically with less signals.
Cool. Have some
A
fuel
little more,
for you here, lady.
a little more forgiving.
I told you I'm busy.
Right here next to you.
Okay. A minute.
Oh, if you ever want to hitch a ride just to pick up an annoying object, part of the train does go right by a cave entrance full of it. One of
Okay.
those.
Oh,
Your
so,
grandparents will die of horrible cancer, and your parents will turn to cannibals and eat your grandparents if you don't pick up this object.
oh yeah. You know, I gotta wonder what's gonna happen when they do eventually bring out the final like content update that has like the story and everything in it in there, and it's like you have to research the artifacts in order to unlock stuff. Like,
I mean, I hope if nothing else, it gives you something you can move from one game to the next.
well, the one thing I'm thinking like, does it will you have to completely restart everything from scratch, or uh are they going to just go ahead and activate it and you have the story, and as a result, they're just going to have a whole bunch of people just completely blitz the game in a handful of hours? Because they're just going to be researching all the artifacts they have piled in boxes back to back to back.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, they have other people that cannot do anything with the story quests at all because they took all the artifacts and threw them away.
Throw him off a cliff. Oh no. Oh. I can't believe I just did that.
You need rescuing?
No. But I'm lucky I don't.
That's concerning to me, a little.
I accidentally tapped the key to hop out of the train on a safe spot, but I was literally, 15 feet from a death spot when I did it.
Ooh. Yeah, that can be scary.
I want to make sure I don't touch any keys but the accelerator for a few minutes. And then I ride this roller coaster at the end of the track. Break. That's strange. Freight platform load. I mean, everything is set correctly. That's strange. Let's see if it'll route from just here to there. Yes, please stop. Don't go too far. That's not what I want. Okay.
Worry that my current bottleneck is working a bit too.
I mean, did I put the train engine backwards? No, it's right there. What in the world? This is no different than I've done it dozens of times before.
What are these again? Aluminum what?
Casings. Casings. Aluminum casings.
Done.
Odd.
What is?
Okay, it's going to main station now.
All right.
Aluminum casings? I'm not casing. Sorry, the other thing. Were you working on the other thing? Gecko. Into you?
The alclad sheets.
Yes.
There is a thing making them. I don't have them routed to any kind of storage or anything yet.
No, I know they're not. I'm asking the progress. That's it, okay? All I'm asking is progress.
I'm trying to boost the aluminum ingots production because it was very sad for a long while.
Okay.
Be doing better now.
Alright, after this run of the train, assuming everything goes well, I'm probably gonna hop.
Alright, yeah, it's probably about time we are planning to be done anyway. So 6:30-ish, so yeah. We should probably
Yeah,
be
I'm just
getting ready
trying
to
to
sign off.
trying to see the train through once. This was my goal for the day. It'll go from the crystal station to the main station just fine.
Alright. And what's the holdup?
I think there's something off on the track that returns.
Hmm.
I mean, I can train there manually. I've driven there already. But I'm hoping that by resetting the timetable like I just did and letting it run from Crystal, that it'll just fix it. We'll see. If not, I'll have to compartmentalize the track into sections and then troubleshoot it, which is about as fun as it sounds.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I see the train.
Yep, I'm sitting in it, but it did auto drive this time. Okay, it should stop long enough to do one unload if there's cargo. Didn't stop properly at the other stations, so there won't be cargo this run. Okay. 15 seconds. Station unreachable.
Is it possible that the train rails are too long?
No, I've made a train across the entire map before. There's something glitchy in this track.
Okay, so Gecko,
Yes.
you know where you sent the aluminum casings to connect?
Yes.
Okay, directly on top of that, there's it's connecting to a merger. Okay,
Uh-huh.
directly on top of that one is another merger. That one is for the alclad aluminum cheats or whatever. Whatever it's called, the alclad stuff.
Alclad aluminum. Okay.
So if you bring it, if you end up making it over there and bringing it, that's where it's built for. And the other end is already connected, going to be already connected to storage.
Okay. Following the aluminum. Ah, got it.
Still working on the storage crate side, but that end is completed.
That's just odd. I never had that happen before. Without the track being goofed up. Switch intersection path. No. Huh. Well, the track's good. The station. Let's see if I can stop here and make it go there and see if it's something with the section of track over here. You know what I can do, Gecko?
What's that?
Go down the feet so many paces and then fire the automation again, see if it fixes it.
Yeah? That'll tell you if you're if it's a range issue.
Or if that section of track's bad.
Section of track is bad. Would it let you drive through it?
In theory, no.
But an application, who can tell?
Exactly. Alright, well, whenever y'all are done, I'm done. This is going to be more than a 5-minute process.
Alright.
Hold on, before we do that, Multi, do you want me to show you that cave?
I mean, sure.
In case we forget over the week.
Yeah. I'll let the train roll back down here.
I just had a very terrifying experience occur. Went to use my jetpack to try and get myself closer to the end of a belt that is currently griping about being too long.
Alright, Multi, I'm at your base.
Okay, I'm working my way there.
Okay.
I don't have any jet fuel, so it might take me a couple moments. I kind of burned it all building the train track.
I went through the hypertubes.
If you hear any fussing in the background, that's my daughter extremely upset because I told her to stop drinking sugary juice drinks.
Oh, we don't. Nope, can't hear.
Hear a thing.
Alright, well, that makes one of us. Well, two of us.
Two of us, technically,
Well,
yeah.
yeah. Y'all are lucky. Alright, I'm trying to make my way over to where a tunnel is. And from there, I should be able to get to
Where are you?
main base.
Hmm.
Alright, that was my last of my jet fuel. There we go.
Up in the hypertube.
Hmm?
Just use the
I was-
hypertube.
I was working my way towards it. There we go. I'll be there in about 30 seconds. I promise I'm not on the other side of the screen this time.
Uh-huh.
House lady never forgets.
What?
Thing.
No, I didn't understand. Because I didn't understand what words you said.
I said house lady never forgets.
Oh, forgets. Okay.
Well, I'm here.
Tell you what, come down here. I'll share. I was given a bunch by Gecko, so here.
Oh,
we'll split.
nice.
Okay, down here. Yes, that one.
Okay. This is gonna make you laugh, but do you happen to have like 50 iron rods?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yep. I have like
Okay.
I have like almost 800 rods on me.
Okay, yeah, well, one stack will be more than enough.
Okay, here, hold on.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay.
There we go. I'm leaving a trail of breadcrumbs.
I can see that.
Falling off of the conveyor stacks, trying to find that sweet spot where you can stand on the belt and not get thrown.
I'm surprised Lady found this in here. It's full of her pets.
I killed them as I went. They were all the little ones, honestly.
That's true. I mean, there is like 50 of them, but you
Okay,
know.
hold on. There's a couple of cave-in exits. So let me make sure we go through the right one. Okay, I think it's this one over here. On the opposite side. I'm gonna kind of run ahead a little bit just to make sure I will come back. I'm not going far. I just want to
Okay.
make sure it's the right direction.
Come leave me with the spiders. See how it
Yep.
is.
Pretty much. Yeah,
I
this
mean,
way. Yep,
that
it's
way?
this way. Larger cave-in, larger tunnel entrance. It's a small cave tunnel. It's the wrong one. coming. Yep, that way. Believe it or not, it's not much farther.
That's good, because I just ran out of iron plates.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, thank
Here
you.
you go.
Thank you,
Keep,
thank
like,
you, thank you very
keep,
much.
like a lot of things on me.
All right.
I-
Since Santa
used
Cruz
up-
are native forms, I tend to keep a lot of them on me.
I used up a lot of my stuff that I normally keep in my pocket building the train, so my supplies are pretty depleted.
Okay, this is quartz node 1. There's 2 that I've found so far. This is one of them right here.
Alright.
All right.
I was thinking if we have the conveyors at least, we can find our way back if we need it.
I have an
Yeah.
announcement.
Hmm.
Alclad aluminum plating is now being pumped into storage.
Okay. Second
Nice.
one was a bit farther in. It's still on the other side of the cave. It's over here.
Alright. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'll stand at it. Here, it's here.
Okay.
It's in the far end of this room.
Okay. I see you. It's easy to get lost in these caves.
Yeah. Yeah, and the tunnel continues actually. This is I did not get to the end actually.
Found a pet for you.
Oh. Hey. Die. Back here.
All
Die.
right. Just need to figure out
Okay.
Alright,
filters.
now which
We
way do I
need
need to go?
fabrics.
Over here.
Okay.
You're gonna have to go around that stalagmite.
Alright, I'm out of plates again.
Okay, got more.
Hey, this is sand ore too, right here.
Yeah, I don't know what we use currently, but yes.
We can't currently use it.
There you go.
Alright. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
So, in order to make fabric, make the filters, we have to make fabric, but that can only be done by hand. Hey, Galax, how's it
Actually,
going?
there's a Mamtech to do synthetic fabric.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to collect fabric a while back, and then I think I got distracted building trains.
Yeah, those looks like those are the only 2 down here. But anyway, there you go. That's what I found.
Okay. So there's more tunnel this way?
Yeah, but toward the end of the tunnel, there was a poison gas area, so I couldn't continue.
Okay.
Like, I think
I
you can
think-
go a bit farther than this already. It doesn't hit right away. I can't remember how far. Oh, no, this is it. It's right at the end of this tunnel. Yeah. The end of this tunnel, it's poison gas. And I didn't have any jetpack fuel at the time because I was going to try to go over it, but I ran out of fuel at the time.
Okay. I want to mark this to mark the spot, and then I'm going to see if I can jetpack through the gas.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing the same. I'm just going to at least try to check it out a little bit. Oh, eee. It's kind of hard to get through, though, because there are not that many landing points in between. But it looks like a decent-sized room.
Alright. I'm marking the way back.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of worked out. Ran out of plates again. Alright, well, here we go. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, see what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you can get over it to, like, there's a little, if you go around to the right, there's a ledge right here, but you can't stay very long because that thing will hit you eventually.
If you go up, there's a taller ledge right here that's fine.
There's a ledge over here. To the left. Over here.
Okay.
Although I
Oh,
hear monsters,
spiders.
but I hear it, I just don't see it. Ah,
Down the
you're
bottom.
pushing me. You pushed me.
No, I'm on the other cliff. That's a spider.
You landed on my head. Is that a big one? Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize I was fighting a big one. God, I'm glad I didn't realize. That was a big one, apparently.
Alright, kind of just shuffling my way across here. Do I have enough
Right.
I'm not
power
sure where to
poles?
go from here is the problem. Like there's that other ledge right in front of us, but
How much longer do you guys have left on this epic adventure?
oh, sorry. Got to lethal sidetracked. Oops.
Well, I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'll be back.
Okay, go ahead. Where did you find to go over there? I'm getting poisoned right there. Darn it.
Yeah. I just kind of pushed through.
Well, I died. You think you could get me?
Sadly, no, I have no health kits.
Yeah. Great. Lovely.
Although this does lead to another entrance, though, so I'll see if I can find
I
another
will
way
say
out.
I look like my death is my body is like suspended in weird air. Oh, there we go. Now I'm somewhere. Oh, I don't think you could get to me actually. I am somehow inside some rocks. That could be bad actually. Eh. My crate might end up somewhere inaccessible. 'Cause of where I
I'm
landed.
just kind of healing because I need to heal, but
I'm not sure what to do. Should I just go ahead and respawn?
there's another entrance to the cave. I can heal
Apparently
and then
my
I
body
can...
fell through a little hole. I don't think you can get to me, and when I respawn, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get my stuff either.
Uh-oh. Let me see where you're at.
I don't even know if you can see me. I am surrounded on all sides by rock, except for a tiny hole above me.
Oh. Yeah, I don't see you.
Yeah, I'm, how do you see me again? I forgot. Oh, okay, well, I guess I'm going.
It shows a crate.
I don't think you can get to me, trust me. I was, like, I was surrounded on all sides by rock.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have
I
to
guess
go out the other
that
side of the
stuff might be
cave.
lost at this point, because I don't know what else to do. I don't think I'd be able to get to that crate.
I don't have enough stuff to do anything but just try to fly out.
Yeah. I guess I
Oh.
will just work on replacing my stuff.
Oh, well, that's tricky.
What?
Guess where this cave ends?
What?
A pile of boulders need blown up with no explosives that I don't have any in my pocket for.
Oh.
We have to actually
Wow.
blow the exit to get out the other side of the cave.
Oh. Cool. That sounds kind of cool, actually. Anyway.
Alright, well, I think that's it for me because I'm kind of stuck in here until we make gas masks.
Yeah, I know. Same here.
I guess I'll make a teeny tiny base. Can I use a jump pad? I don't have enough for that.
Honestly, what's probably gonna have to happen is next time I'm probably gonna have to make a gas mask to get over there.
Yeah. I made it in, but I can't get out.
I'm back.
Hey Gecko, before you go, you want to look at what I did with the signs, storage signs?
I did see it earlier.
What do you think?
I like it. The wording might need some corrections, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Why?
Well, you know, entertainment value, if nothing else.
Oh, come on! But now the image is clear right there.
Yeah, I do like the bigger images. And I also
Yeah.
like the blank, the lack of signs. Empty.
I'll see if I can
No,
craft.
isn't that much
Maybe I
easier?
can craft one.
Yeah. Anyway, isn't that much easier not to have the empty ones?
Yeah,
Not inside at all.
yeah.
So much better.
I need 3 steel plates. I think I have exactly 3 steel plates and conveyor poles on this side of the. No, I need 6.
No extra iron ingots or something on you to craft into them?
That's what I'm looking for now. I can make iron plates. Alright. I had just enough to make a crafting station.
Well, run into a minor nuisance. Well, more of a I don't know what to call it. But anyway, the rubber bottlenecked so heavily. The fuel supplies are actually beginning to slightly almost dwindle.
Y'all want to laugh?
Sure.
I have enough stuff in my inventory randomly to make a ton of explosives.
That's funny.
That's the problem with a really large player inventory.
So I'm gonna just blow my way out of this cave and
Sounds like
yeah.
a great idea. Sounds like a good. Sounds like it could be a good idea.
It's been a while since I've done this, but I was able to make 50 explosives, so I should be okay.
Okay.
Oh no, I gotta make the activation stick. Oh no. Watch me not have enough.
Do we have any
I need object
mycelia
scanning.
stockpiled? Any? I have 10. I need like another
What?
50.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
Mycelia?
No, sorry. Sorry.
Alright, I'm headed back out toward the plastic outpost.
Do you have 20 wire in your corpse,
There's
lady?
a closer spot that does have a decent amount of mushrooms in it if you want. That cave next to multi-space. There's actually lots of mushrooms down there.
I don't know about mushrooms, but I know that there's a lot of plants that can be chainsawed.
I mean the little ones that you pick up off the cave floor.
Well, I know that there's lots of stuff that can be chainsawed out toward the plastic base.
Alright.
I'm missing 20 wire. I want to see if I can get to lady's corpse and get 20 wire off of it.
Yeah, if you can get to it, you can take whatever you want.
Oh no, did you die?
Yes.
Oh no.
She suffocated and I
given
managed
up
to
on
make it
I'm
through.
giving up. I'm not even gonna try. I'm just making new equipment.
Okay.
I am
It's
not
in a really bad spot.
No, the thing is, okay, it's not just that it's in a bad spot. My body fell through some rocks in this small hole. I'm in the so I'm like between boulders.
Oh no.
In like a three-way. I'm between cave floor, cave wall, and two other boulders in like a triangle kind of area. And there's only one exit and it's above me and it's like this little hall. There is like no possible way as far as I'm concerned. I do not know how I fell into there, but yeah, there's no way possible right there.
I'm gonna see if I can get lucky.
Take your word for it,
Go
lady.
ahead, because I'm not going back over there to even attempt to get that stuff. I will die.
I'm trying to creatively get my way out of here.
I think it goes something along the lines of bombs away.
Well, if I can get to her corpse and get 20 wire off of it, I can make the detonators. That's all I'm missing.
Ah.
And then I can go out of the other side of the cave. I don't see your stuff. I tried.
Yeah, I followed you on top of that that other small ledge, and then fell from there.
Right.
That helps. If that helps.
Yeah, I see where it should be. What a conundrum. Can I make 20 wire with my... Let me see if I can manufacture 20 wire. I didn't even try that. Do I have any copper? Ah. Dang nabbit.
Alright, I should have enough mycelia now to be able to finish up... Make some fabric. And get that synthetic fabric recipe.
Okay.
Every day.
Well, I'm good whenever y'all are good.
Alright, I'm good. You lady?
Yeah, I can finish making equipment next time if needed.
Alright. Well, thanks everybody who came out to watch. I hope to see you all on the next live stream. I'm still in one piece after this roof remodel is done. Might be that I'm just a set of kneecaps sitting on Lady's shelf, roasted, and the rest of me has just been roasted away in the heat.
Really.
But yeah, I hope to see you all on the next stream when we will be finishing up Starship Troopers Terran Command. Yeah. Have a good rest of your weekend, everybody. And goodbye.